In the new Fionna Cake trailer, Finn looks way different, and this might change everything we know about Adventure Time. The new look isn't just a design change, it's an emotional tug at the core of our nostalgia, curiosity, and all the theories we've had about the future of Adventure Time. Do you remember your first reaction when you saw it? Shock, excitement, concern? Let's dive into why this is so monumental. We see Finn 5 times throughout this new trailer, and the 5th one a lot of people, including myself, have overlooked or downright missed. Our first look at Finn happens within the first moments of the Fionna Cake trailer. We see Farmworld Finn, but there's a twist. He's wearing the ice crown. It's an image that's unexpected, reminiscent of past episodes, yet something seems wrong. Why does this scene set off so many alarm bells? Well, those who are caught up with the Adventure Time lore would recall that in the crossover episode, Prismo teleports the crown away from Farmworld Finn's grasp, placing it onto Simon's lifeless body right before the catastrophic explosion of the mutagen bomb. This act turned the wheels of fate and reverting Farmworld Finn back to his usual self without the influence of the ice crown. So why does Farmworld Finn still have the ice crown? This scene in the trailer is more than just a simple throwback. It's a deviation, a puzzle piece that might reshape what we know. How did you feel when you saw Farmworld Finn with the ice crown again? Were you as shocked as I was? Please let me know in the comments. After dissecting the scene frame by frame, even more questions emerge. Is this an alternate timeline or something more? The trailer's intent might be to invoke nostalgia, but it simultaneously sets the stage for a deeper narrative exploration. However, the next appearance of Finn might hold clues to answer all these icy questions. The scene opens with Finn stepping up, fire blaster arm at ready, aiming it squarely at the red guy as he stands in defense of Fionna, Cake, and Simon. But this isn't the Finn we're familiar with from Ooh. This is Farmworld Finn yet again. But how can I be so sure? And why is this scene so vital? And how does this answer the questions about the Farmworld Finn with the ice crown? Well, I'll tell you, but first, how do we know that this is Farmworld Finn and not Finn from the land of Ooh? First, it's all about the fire blaster. We have seen Farmworld Finn swap out various attachments for his mechanical arm in episodes like Finn the Human before. This theory is further solidified with the next appearance of Finn, but we'll talk about that a little later. Second, the triangle nose. Zoom in. Do you see it? That distinct triangular nose. This feature is unique to Farmworld Finn. Our Finn from Ooh doesn't bear this trait. It's a small detail, but in this multiverse, details make all the difference. That's cool and all, but how does this answer the question on why Farmworld Finn still has the ice crown? As we delve deeper, we realize that Fionna, Cake, and Simon's multiverse hopping adventures most likely led them to Farmworld. The moment with the ice crown is likely a flashback, a narration by Farmworld Finn sharing his life stories to them and potentially guiding them towards the real Finn from the land of Ooh. I'll touch on that a bit later. The next appearance confirms this with Farmworld Finn chopping some wood. Notice his hand attachment different from the fire blaster, meaning that this is definitely Farmworld Finn because we know he probably has a plethora of attachments for his arm and constantly switches them around for what he needs. He's also wearing the same clothes as the fire blaster Farmworld Finn, so this is definitely the same. However, so far, it sounds like Farmworld Finn is the only Finn we are going to see in Fionna Cake. But oh no, our 4th appearance of Finn is this one with Jake.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Always, bro.
Is this the Finn from the land of Ooh that we all know and love? And is this the Jake from the land of Ooh that we all know and love? That's the million-dollar question. But first, let's lay everything out. First off, Jake is holding an egg, which may look as a one-off joke, but we've actually seen Jake hold an egg very similar to this before. I know, sounds crazy, but we have. Remember back to the episode Imaginary Resources in the Islands miniseries. After surviving the Back to Nature Island and escaping on a giant parrot, they make it to the Imaginary Resources Island. But on the journey over, the giant parrot lays a bunch of giant eggs, and Jake decides to keep one, and keeps it with them the entire episode, until the very end in which they can't fit it in their pod to the next island, and the egg coincidentally hatches so they can all fit again. I feel like this has to have a connection to that, because him holding an egg in this scene, very similarly to the Imaginary Resources episode, in fact the only time he ever holds an egg like that, has to mean something, right? Maybe he loved the feeling of nurturing an egg or a baby, because he does cry of joy after the egg hatching, that there's an entire alternate reality of Jake nurturing and taking care of eggs. That might sound crazy, but it does kind of make sense because Jake didn't get to do any of that with his own kids because they grew old enough to not need their parents anymore in literal days. So maybe Jake grew sadder and sadder that he didn't care for his own babies, so now he lives in a reality where he only cares for eggs or babies. I don't know, but these two scenes have to be connected somehow. Please tell me I'm not crazy and let me know in the comments. Second, this isn't Farmworld Finn. We can tell easily by the nose. But then who is this? Well, third, zoom in real real close, and yes, Finn has the tattoo of Jake that he had during Obsidian. Now, when we all first saw this tattoo in Obsidian, most of us, including myself, assumed Jake had died, and Finn got this to remember him. But seeing Finn with the tattoo and Jake together in the trailer, that changes things big time. What does this mean? Did Jake not die after all? Is this an alternate universe in which Jake didn't die? Then why does Finn still have the tattoo? It's all so confusing. But actually, I think I might know. And it all begins by looking at the background. At first, I thought this could have been the dead worlds that they are running through, which would make some sense because of the spikes and all the bones lying around. It would also make some sense because we all thought Jake was dead, and maybe Finn is traversing the dead worlds to get him back. But we've kind of already had that plotline before in the Together Again episode, so I quickly scrapped that. Then I noticed the yellow, goldish, cracked road that they are running down, and that got me thinking, have we seen this before? I didn't think we did, but actually we have, and it's in the trailer and sneak peek. Now, where exactly have we seen this yellow, goldish road before? Well, I actually pointed this out in my trailer analysis video, but for some reason, there is a huge focal point on this rooster. It was in the sneak peek and in the official trailer. In fact, the exact same scene. And I kept asking myself, why this rooster? And then it hit me. Look at the background. The wall is the same yellow, goldish, cracked material that Finn and Jake were running down. Just look at that crack. It seems placed there on purpose, trying to connect the two scenes together. So, the rooster was important after all. But why are they running towards him? This is where things get crazy. Abraxas. In Gnostic cosmology, Abraxas stands as a deity transcending both the divine and the demonic, representing the totality of all things and the infinite. Just as the concept of the multiverse encompasses all potential universes and realities, Abraxas embodies the totality of existence in Gnostic beliefs. Abraxas can be seen as a symbol or embodiment of the multiverse itself. Now you might be thinking to yourself, that was random, but actually it's not. We've seen Abraxas in the Adventure Time universe before. In the finale, Come Along With Me, Ice King recognizes Gulp, and we get a flashback to when Simon was researching him. But notice who's on the left page. A being named Malice who closely resembles Abraxas. I mean, just look at the resemblance. But what does this mean? Well, if you look at the very bottom of his page, there's a dark, cloudy sky with an arm coming out of a portal. This, along with what appears to be portals within the snake's loops, indicates that he may have the ability to create and travel through portals. This, coupled with the fact that Fionna Cake is a multiverse-hopping adventurer, along with the fact that Abraxas can be seen as a symbol or embodiment of the multiverse itself, almost screams that Finn and Jake are hunting him down to travel the multiverse as well. Do you think Abraxas will play a central role in this series? Maybe he's the new big antagonist? Or is there another entity or motive we're overlooking? Drop your theories in the comments. But still don't believe me? Look at the design of the rooster in the trailer. Notice how many eyes he has. Why? I think the multiple eyes could represent the many universes or dimensions that exist simultaneously. Each eye could be a window into a totally different reality, suggesting the rooster's ability to see or travel across all these realities. Pair that with the fact Abraxas, being a deity that transcends typical boundaries, could be invoked as a guide or a gatekeeper for those looking to traverse different dimensions or realms, especially given the fact that he can open portals. This is cool and all that Finn and Jake want to join in on the multiversal fun, but why? Well, this answers the question that is, if this Finn and Jake are the real Finn and Jake that we all know and love from the land of Ooo. Sadly, I believe that this is the Finn from the land of Ooo, but this is not the Jake from the land of Ooo. I think Jake did die, and Finn was so upset and couldn't get over it that he needed to reunite with Jake again. I think that's why we see Finn with the Jake tattoo still, because he is the Finn from the land of Ooo, the universe in which Jake had died and Finn got a tattoo to remember him by. But he just couldn't live a life without Jake, so he hopped to universe after universe hoping to find Jake. And maybe Finn found that book that Simon was reading all those years ago and figured out how to summon Abraxas to send him to all these different realities to find Jake. This is also probably why Farmworld Finn told Fionna Cake and Simon his backstory, because they probably asked if he had seen Finn from the land of Ooo, and they are searching for him, trying to get him back. Do you agree that the Jake we see is not from the land of Ooo? Or do you think there's a twist we haven't seen yet? Please let me know in the comments. Of course, this is all very speculative, and I'm not 100% sure about whether or not these two are from the original land of Ooo, but one thing I am confident on is the connection between the background of Finn and Jake and the rooster, because for some reason the rooster is focused on so much throughout the sneak peek and the trailer. But remember when I said we see Finn 5 times throughout this trailer? We've only covered 4. That's right, there's one more appearance of Finn and Jake and a lot of people have overlooked it, including me.
Action stuff.
Found you.
That's the Jake suit, and if we know it's the Jake suit, then we know Finn is in it. Is this the real Finn and Jake? Is this a continuation of the Finn and Jake we see here? Let me know what you think, because I'm all theoried out. In fact, while you're at it, what's your wildest theory for this upcoming Fionna and Cake season based on the trailer? Was there any detail or theory you think I've overlooked or gotten wrong? Please let me know. But before you dive into the comment section with your theories, there's something else you need to see. There's another twist in the trailer that you might have missed, and trust me, it's going to blow your mind even more. Want to dive deep into the mysteries of the Fionna and Cake trailer? Click this video to uncover all the hidden details in the brand new official trailer. I promise they'll change the way you see Adventure Time. So don't wait, let's uncover the secrets together.